Does Luis Ortiz still have what it takes to become the heavyweight champ? We break it down next. Please like and subscribe. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers. Leave us a comment. Welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Fights. I'm going to spend the episode this week on Luis Ortiz. He's coming off a 10-round unanimous decision, lopsided decision over Christian Hammer. We want to get into that, break that down on Tuesday Night Fights. Look, there's a lot of differing opinions. Christian Hammer was 24-5. He's that B minus type of heavyweight. He's been knocked out 3 times in the past. Every time he kind of won. He has a win over David Price, and that was kind of his calling card. Since then, he lost to Povetkin and won some lower level fights. He is what he is. And Ortiz was supposed to make quick work of him. Ortiz was supposed to have an easy night. Well, he didn't knock him out. And I'm not worried about that. Ortiz has plenty of power, right? Ortiz's punching power is not the issue, I would not think. He's got 26 knockouts in his 31 victories. His knockout percentage is plenty fine. He's got knockouts. I know the Coyote knockout doesn't count, but he's got other good knockouts. Daniel Martz, he knocked him out in 2 rounds. He knocked Kaufman out in the 10th round. He knocked Tony Thompson out, Brian Jennings out. He's got plenty of good wins and good knockouts. I'm not concerned about that. What concerned me about his performance was, again, he fatigued. He fatigued late. And he started getting hit. I'd say about halfway through. And I'm not saying he lost these rounds. I'm not saying he lost the last 2 rounds. He definitely didn't lose all 3 of them. But starting, I'd say halfway through the 8th round, he started getting clipped again. He started getting hit. He got wobbled. And again, he won the fight. He dominated the fight. I had it 9 rounds to 1 for Ortiz. And 2 of the judges had 9-1, and the third had it 10-0. So, lopsided decision, easy decision victory for Ortiz. He can't get hit like this. I mean, he can beat the Christian Hammers of the world fighting like this, but he can't beat the 2 guys who count. He can't beat Wilder or Joshua. And I think he can outbox those guys early. But eventually he will fatigue, he will fade, and he will get caught, and he will get his head taken off. Just like we saw in the Wilder fight. He's a master boxer. I mean, he boxes really, really well. He's, and I'm an Ortiz fan. I root for Ortiz. Pray for his daughter. I hope everything goes well. My only concern is what's the way to phrase this, right? Like, I want to see Ortiz become a heavyweight champ. That seems like it's going to be a very difficult task at this point. He turns 40 at the end of the month. So the next time Ortiz is in the ring, he's going to be 40. He's Cuban, so there's going to be a lot of, jokes and theories on how old is he. Is he 40? Is he 42? Is he 45? Is he 57? You're going to constantly hear that. He does look old, and that doesn't help. Like, physically, like, his face looks old. That being said, can he beat Ortiz or can he beat Wilder or Fury? That's going to be difficult. With the way that he fights now, sitting back, he can outbox him for the first, I'd say, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, and then he's going to fade, and then he's going to get sparked out. That's what's going to happen. It just is. Those guys hit too hard. Now, Ortiz has power. He has the power to knock those guys out. He needs to step up the aggression, right? Because if he just sits back, sits back and box. As soon as he fades, he's going to get clipped, he's going to get caught, and he's going to go night-night. So he needs to make that not happen. What can Ortiz do at 40 years old, at this stage of his career, to get past that hump, to become the first Cuban heavyweight champion of the world? And I proposed this theory on Mixed Combat Radio to Matt the Hipster Hunter. And I want to know what you guys think. Ortiz needs to hire Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach wanted Fury to go in. Roach thought Fury could go in and knock Wilder out. He said every time he hit him, he hurt him. He had the power to stop him. And Ben Davidson kind of, reeled that back in. I think an aggressive, offensive-minded trainer like Roach, who wants to go for the knockout, who wants to get stoppages, who wants to end the fight, I think that's the trainer that Luis Ortiz needs right now. I don't know if Freddie Roach would be open to that, if Luis Ortiz would be open to that. I think it's a good fit. I think it's the only fit for him, because Ortiz is a master boxer. You don't need to teach Ortiz how to box, obviously, right? You need someone who's going to make him step on the gas, because if he doesn't step on the gas, he's going to run out of gas. So he needs to he can't go 12 rounds. He started fatiguing in the 8th round with Christian Hammer. I got news for you. Wilder and Joshua are better athletes, big and stronger, and hit harder than Christian Hammer. Okay, so if those guys hit you like Hammer did, and they'll hit you more, you're gonna get knocked out. So you need that to happen. You can outbox those guys. You can win rounds against them. So it's just a matter of Roach applying smart pressure, knowing how to pick his spots, going in and timing them and picking his spots and knocking him out. I'm not saying it can happen. I'm not even picking it to happen, right? I'm saying that's the only chance Ortiz is ever going to have to become a heavyweight champion of the world. Because just doing what he's doing now is not enough. And I like Ortiz. And I wouldn't object to him fighting Wilder again. The first fight was good enough that why not have a rematch? I'm not upset about a rematch. If Ortiz fights the same way, he's just going to get knocked out again, probably sooner, right? Because Wilder's already figured it out. So he needs to learn how to step on the gas. He needs to bring the action to Wilder. The thing that comes to mind is when Holyfield fought Bo in the rematch, and he came on the inside, and he took the fight to Bo. And Bo wasn't expecting that, and Holyfield won rounds on that. Now, Ortiz can't win rounds. Ortiz has the power to knock him out. He needs to set up that power. He needs to get in, time, and he needs to bring a fight to Wilder or Joshua, either one. But he can't sit back and just try to win rounds, and try to endure for 12 rounds, because he's not going to endure for 12 rounds against guys who carry their power like that. We've seen Wilder score a late knockout out against Ortiz, and we saw Wilder almost score the late knockdown. He about killed Fury in the 12th round in a fight he was being hopelessly outboxed in. So he carries his power late. So it's not like he's going to fade. And Joshua's best win, he's got a late knockout. He's got late knockouts against Takam. He's got late knockouts. So both these guys carry their power late. And once you fade, they're going to knock you out. So Ortiz needs to use his boxing skill and then turn it up and pick his spots, because he's got the power. He's got the skill. Again, he's a better textbook boxer than either of the two heavyweight champions. I don't know if this is the plan, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think Ortiz, if he got with Freddie Roach, if he tried to pick up the aggression, would at least have a better chance? Not saying you would pick him to beat either of those guys. But what do you think? Do you think that Freddie Roach, an offensive-minded trainer who goes for stoppages, who wants knockouts, who wants his guys to apply the pressure, with a big puncher like Ortiz? Because let's not kid ourselves. Ortiz is a big puncher. He could knock those guys out if he hits them. Right. If he clips them, he could put those guys to sleep. Do you pick up the aggression? Now, you're going to risk getting knocked out, right? You bring the fight to Wilder, you bring the fight to AJ, you're going to run the risk of getting knocked out. You throw yourself in that danger. But it's the only way you're going to win the fight. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think I'm off my rocker? Do you think that's a good match? Do you think it's a match made in heaven? Do you think that's a ridiculous, stupid idea that makes no sense? And then Freddie Roach, it can't save him. Do you think he could ever become the heavyweight champion of the world? Because this, to me, at 40, this is it. I mean, he's got 1 or 2 fights left. Hopefully he can get a world title shot, and we'll see where it goes. But leave your thoughts, comments below. Remember to like and subscribe. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers for Tuesday Night Fights. This is 3D Boxing from Texas to the world. Signing off, saying thank you, and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.